Okay, good afternoon. Good afternoon to all of you. Listen, today I will discuss about some aspects of cosmic rays. Cosmic rays. Some concepts regarding cosmic rays. First one, I will start with the discovery of cosmic rays. Discovery of cosmic rays. Discovery of cosmic rays. Cosmic rays, how it has been discovered. It is a concept of discovery of cosmic rays. Three scientists. Okay, one is Wilson. Second one is Elstar and Geetle. Name of the scientist. These three scientists, they took a project to discover the cosmic rays by using gold leaf electroscope. Gold leaf electroscope. This gold leaf electroscope already you have studied in your second PUC level. Second PUC electrostatics. Already you have studied about gold leaf electroscope. Okay, if you have forgotten, no problem. Just I will mention the idea about the gold leaf electroscope. A gold leaf electroscope, it is a vacuum chamber, a glass vessel, okay, which is fitted with the cork here, fitted with a cork completely. This is glass, usually evacuated chamber. Here there is a copper rod is said to be existing here. Copper rod, this is a copper rod. For this copper rod, two thin gold foils it has been connected. These two are gold foils. Thin gold foils it has been connected. This is gold leaf electroscope taken from your second PUC electrostatics. This kind of gold leaf electroscope that we are using to detect the charges, to find the nature of the charges, whether the charges are present and what kind of charges are present. To detect the nature of the charges and to detect the charges, we require an instrument that is called by the name gold leaf electroscope. And Wilson, Elstar and Geetle, they took this gold leaf electroscope. It has been charged. It has been initially charged. This is already charged. Once it is charged, then the gold leaves, whatever the gold leaf is present, similar charges are there, therefore they are going to get repelled. They are going to get repelled like this. The two gold leaves they are going to get repelled like this. This is charged gold leaf electroscope. So now already it has been charged. This is charged gold leaf electroscope. The charged gold leaf electroscope they have chosen and they have kept it on the Earth's surface. Let us consider this is said to be the Earth. Okay, this is the Earth. On the Earth's surface they kept it here. Gold leaf electroscope, it has been kept. This is gold leaf electroscope, it has been kept like this. Okay, this is having two gold leaves. Now after some time interval, just it has been kept here with a good amount of insulation outside. Okay, now some other sources are incidenting here, radiations are incidenting here. Due to that radiations, whatever it is incidenting, the gold leaf electroscope, whatever it is containing the charges, the charged gold leaf electroscope slowly it is discharging. So I can say charged electroscope, slowly it is discharged. slowly discharged. Okay, I hope you understood the concept. Slowly it has been discharged. Again I will repeat. Wilson, Elster, Geitel, the three scientists, they want to determine the discovery of the cosmic rays. For the discovery of cosmic rays, how it has been discovered, for that purpose, they took the gold leaf electroscope. Initially, it has been charged. The gold, 2 leaves, it has been initially charged. That charged gold leaf electroscope, they kept it on the Earth's surface. They left it as it is. It has been left out like this on the Earth's surface. After several number of hours, the charged gold leaf electroscope slowly it is discharging, because the number of charges, whatever it is present, it is go on decreasing. Once they are going to make a decreases here, the scientists they thought that some of the radiations, whatever it is present here inside the Earth, radioactive materials are present. You are aware of radioactivity. It is there in your syllabus. You are supposed to learn that also. Radioactive substances are present. Where it is present? Inside the Earth crust, whose mass number is more than 206. Atomic number is greater than 82. Lead configuration. Okay. Such radioactive substances which are emitting the radiations, such radiations are incidenting here, Okay. The radiations are coming out from here to here, therefore it is go on discharge. This is what they thought. This is what they are given an idea, explanation, why it is decreased. A charged electroscope, it has been kept on the Earth's surface. The charged electroscope, it is containing the 2 gold leaves, it is already charged. As it is kept on the Earth's surface, the charges are go on decreases. Why it is decreasing? They have given an idea. Most probably radioactive substances, whatever it is present inside the Earth crust, below the Earth, whichever the substances are present, which is said to be radioactive substances, radioactive isotopes, those radioactive substances emitting the radiations, and such radiations decreasing the charges here. This is an explanation given by Wilson, Elster, Geitel. They have not stopped. Further, they did some experiments. Okay, what they did the experiment? They have taken this electroscope inside the Earth crust. Maybe gold mines are there now. The gold mines inside that one, if this is the Earth is said to be existing like this, they have taken this electroscope inside the gold mines here. Inside the Earth crust, they kept the electroscope here. It is a charged electroscope, they kept it here. They kept the charged electroscope here. Now, if this is the reason, this charged electroscope very easily it is going to get discharged. It has to be, because it is present inside the Earth crust here. Huge number of radioactive material is present. Due to that one, this radiations is said to be more here. Due to that radiation here, the charged electroscope is going to get discharged very easily. It has to discharge very easily. But that is not happened. Inside the Earth crust, if you are meeting inside the Earth crust, if you are keeping the gold leaf electroscope, the charged electroscope is not going to get decreased. It is not decreased. Okay. But on the Earth's surface, it was decreased. But inside the Earth crust, the decrease is there, but it is very small decrease. If radioactive substances are acting on that one, and hence the charges are going to get decreased, the decrease must be more. But here the decrease is very small. Therefore, they thought that it is not because of radioactive substances. It is not because of radioactive substances. Internet problem. Okay. Okay, just a minute. I was explaining about the discovery of cosmic rays. Just I will summarize. In the case of discovery of cosmic rays, Wilson, Elstar and Geetle, they took a gold leaf electroscope which is already charged. The charged gold leaf electroscope, they kept it on the Earth's surface. On the Earth's surface, as they have kept that gold leaf electroscope which is initially charged, then after some time interval, it is going to get discharged. Then they thought that it is due to the radioactive substances whichever it is present inside the earth crust. The radioactive substances, if they are present inside the earth surface here, from that particular radioactive substances or the materials, the radiations are coming and hence the charged the gold leaves are going to get discharged. This is their theory. Further, they took the gold leaf electroscope which is charged inside the earth crust. Inside a gold mine, they kept it. But the discharge here it is more, but the discharge here it is very less. Therefore, they made a conclusion, it is not because of radioactive substances. It is not because of radioactive substances. Not only that, they took a balloon. You are aware of very big balloons, not this one. A huge balloons. They took it, and inside that balloon, they have taken this. This is the balloon. Okay, gas balloons. Inside the gas balloons, they took the charged gold leaf electroscope at a larger height. As the height is more and more here, this decreased in the charges. The discharged ability is said to be more and more. As it is on the earth, inside the earth crust, discharge is very less. On the earth surface, discharge is little bit more. But as the height increases here, now inside the balloon if it is moving in the larger altitude more and more here now, then at a larger altitude, this gold leaf electroscope is discharging very larger in amount. Therefore, they made a conclusion, it is not from the earth's surface, somewhere else from the outside the earth, somewhere else some radiations are coming. Such radiations are called by the name cosmic rays. Such radiations are called by the name cosmic rays. Okay, and first time it has been determined by Hess. Hess, Hess, Hess. Hess, he has done this balloon experiment and other things, and he called the radiations as Hohenstrahlung. Hohenstrahlung. Spelling, you see that, Hohenstrahlung radiations. Hess, he called these radiations as Hohenstrahlung radiations. But afterwards, Millikan, he called them as cosmic rays. This is the history. He called them as cosmic rays. Hohenstrahlung radiations and cosmic rays, they are one and the same. Hohenstrahlung radiations, name it has been given by Hess. But afterwards, same radiations, Millikan, he called them as cosmic rays. He called them as cosmic rays. Okay, this is a small concept. This is the small concept that I have covered. Okay, any doubt is there within this? You see that in between some problem it has been occurred. Okay, yes. Next case, next idea, next one small concept. Okay, that is origin of cosmic rays. Origin of cosmic rays. Origin of cosmic rays. Origin of cosmic rays. Okay, just before taking up this one, just you see that any doubt is here, you can ask. Any doubt is present. Any doubt if you are having. See that quickly. Okay. Yes. So see here, understand about the origin of cosmic rays now. Origin of cosmic rays means from where the cosmic rays are coming out. From where the cosmic rays are coming out. This question again, March examination, last March examination, they asked all these questions. Origin of cosmic rays and whatever the components which are present inside the cosmic rays of primary cosmic rays and secondary cosmic rays, for which it has been asked for about 7 marks. They asked under 7 marks question here. Okay. Origin of cosmic rays, I think they have asked for about 3 marks. This is 4 marks question it has been asked. Under 4 marks. 3 marks for the components or the composition of primary and secondary cosmic rays. Together it has been asked for about 7 marks. Okay, first, origin of cosmic rays means from where it is coming out. Where it is coming. If the earth is present here, I will write the earth. Earth is present here. This is earth. This is earth atmosphere. This is earth atmosphere is present. You have studied already, even in geography as well as in physics, you have already studied. Thermosphere, exosphere, thermosphere, exosphere, everything you have studied. Stratosphere. Okay, yes. So it is an atmosphere. Earth is present here. Above that one atmosphere, it has been surrounded the earth. Now, sun is present somewhere else here. Let us consider. Sun is present somewhere else here. From the sun, some of the radiations are incident. Cosmic rays, some cosmic rays, but that percentage is very small. Sun is one of the sources. Sun is one of the sources of cosmic rays. But a small fraction of low energy primary cosmic rays are incidenting here. I said sun is one of the sources of cosmic rays, only a small fraction of lower energy primary cosmic rays are incidenting from the sun. This is first point, number one. You will get 1 mark for that itself. Next point, number two, second point. Second point, number two. What is that second point? Let us consider the remote interstellar space outside our galaxy. You are aware of galaxy now. This is our solar system. This is solar system. Like this solar system, there are several solar systems. Together we can consider one galaxy. That is our galaxy. Like that, so many galaxies are present. Okay. Now let us consider our galaxy. Outside our galaxy, somewhere else the cosmic rays are coming. Somewhere else the cosmic rays are coming. This is from interstellar space. This is from interstellar space. Interstellar space, cosmic rays are coming. From interstellar space, cosmic rays are coming. It is incidenting on our Earth atmosphere. Okay. So how it is coming out? Because here there is an electrostatic potential difference between the different parts of intergalactic space. Means one galaxy to another galaxy, one galaxy to another galaxy. There is a space is present here. This is one galaxy. This is another galaxy. Let us consider. One galaxy to another galaxy, there is a space is there that is called by the name interstellar or intergalactic space. Intergalactic space. Between the two intergalactic space here, there is a potential difference is present here. Potential difference is present. Due to that potential difference, there is a magnetic field is acting. There is a magnetic field is acting. It can generate the charged particles. It can generate the charged particles. It can generate the charged particles. Charged particles are coming. Shall I repeat again? You see that. Our galaxy is present. Outside our galaxy, between any two galaxies, there is an intergalactic space. Between the intergalactic space, there is a potential difference. Due to that potential difference between the different parts of intergalactic space and the magnetic fields in the space, they are generating the charged particles and they are accelerating here. Accelerated charged particles are incidenting here. This is second idea. That is due to interstellar gas clouds, magnetized plasma, I can say. It is a magnetized plasma. Charged particles means it is magnetized plasma. Magnetized plasma, continuously it is hitting on the Earth atmosphere with a velocity of around about 30 km per second. 30 km per second. Imagine 30 km per second colliding on the Earth atmosphere. This is the second point. Which is the third point here? Which is the third point? Let us consider the Big Bang theory. So, you are aware of Big Bang theory. How the Earth is formed. The whole universe, how it is formed using the Big Bang theory only. I will consider the Big Bang theory. Initially, the whole universe, it has been packed up in a small mass. This is universe. Initially, the Big Bang theory, it says that initially there is a huge amount of mass. The whole mass of the universe is concentrated in a single nucleus. Now it has exploded here. It has exploded like this. It has exploded. Imagine. Once it is explode here, a large amount of radiations are coming out here. Like this, a large amount of radiations are emitting. Radiations emitted. Again I will repeat.